My name is Gilbert Helton, and this is my lab submission for this week. We're going to start here on the kidney. We couldn't get the kidney on the pig, so we used the additional kidney that was available. I cut it in half already just so I can identify the internal portions of the kidney, which I'll start by doing so. The outermost layer up here, the very thin outermost layer, that's the outer cortex. The inner renal pelvis, which is slightly tinged a little bit more tan. I don't know if you can see that with the lighting, but it's a little bit more tan just inside that outermost layer. That's the internal renal pelvis. And then the more tanned / pink color usually, however it's just a little bit darker for me here, would be the inner renal, the middle medulla. Next, I'm going to close the kidney up. This is the actual kidney. These are usually behind the internal organs of the abdomen area. You got the adrenal gland, which is at the top up here of the kidney. The ureters, which over here now onto the fetal pig. Again, it's hard to locate in here, so bear with me. There's some thin red tubes back here. I don't know if we can see them right there. Those are the ureters. The urinary bladder is between the two tubes, and it's a little thin sac. It's the bladder. And then the red tube, the middle lower abdomen on here, that would be the urethra. So, right there. Now we're going to go to the neck and identify the esophagus. Previously, we cut open the neck portion of the pig. It's right there, the esophagus, just behind the trachea. Moving down to the stomach, we have right here the liver, and then, you got it? Mm-hmm. Okay. The round structure on the underside of the lungs here, down here, under the liver, there, I'm pointing over here. That is the gallbladder. The stomach, which is right here beneath the liver, that's the stomach. The duodenum, the ileum, and the jejunum. They're part of the intestines here. So I remember by calling it DJ ileum, so it goes duodenum superior, jejunum middle, and then ileum towards the bottom here. Next is going to be the pancreas, which is superior to the large intestine. So the large intestine's right here, pancreas right there. Did you see it? The spleen is right here. It's the flap organ right here. I'm touching it with the prong. And then we have the large intestines, which are usually a little thicker and greener in color. So we got all these intestines here, and they're on the outside. So mine are actually right here on the outside of the small intestines. Moving down further, we got the genitalia. I have a female pig. So the lip of the groin would be the labia. It's kind of hard because I already cut through it on accident. The vagina, which is the tube on the right side, and it kind of opens up. So there's a tube here, and it opens up right there. That would be the vagina. The cervix is the entrance to the uterus, which is right behind here. Let me move that. Right there. The uterine body, which is the behind the vagina, so just behind it. And then you have the two tubes. Now I can't see them because I kind of cut through when I was cutting. They're going to the ovaries, and then the ovaries they're identified as little twisties at the end of the fallopian tube. I cannot find them on mine particularly. However, they would be located right here, and I think it's probably because I had such a rough time with the cut myself that I probably destroyed them. But yeah, so you go through the vagina, and then the uterine body is behind it. Then the fallopian tubes branch off to the ovaries, which are the twisties at the end. Okay. That concludes my submission for this week's lab. Thank you and have a good day.